Greetings and welcome to Playful Educator, the podcast that brings together education in the forefront of technology. You are listening to our first episode. I am your host, Tommy Xu, a 27-year-old entrepreneur in the edtech space, deeply immersed in the world of educational technology, with a particular love for gamification in edtech. As this is our very first episode, we are launching a podcast, and we are also embarking on a new journey together. An experience where we will explore, learn, and grow in the realms of edtech and gamification. So whether you are a seasoned educator or just curious about educational technology and gamification, I invite you to join me in this exciting adventure. Welcome to Playful Educator. Let's make this journey insightful, innovative, and above all, playful. It all started back in college in the Bay Area when I began creating educational games for local edtech companies. That whole experience sparked something in me, and it ultimately led me to found Henesys Studio in 2020, where we're committed to crafting custom, gamification-based edtech solutions that address real educational challenges our clients in the education industry face on a daily basis. My goal is to create meaningful and impactful learning experiences, not just technological gimmicks. And from today, I'm excited to share my insights and experiences with you, especially those in early and special education sectors, to help navigate this dynamic field of educational technology. In Playful Educator, our brand new podcast, we will delve into the world of edtech and gamification, exploring success stories, trends, new technologies, and their integration into education. Think of it as a playground where new ideas keep popping up, and learning can get a whole lot cooler because of technology. In the episodes coming up, I'm going to make it super easy for you to understand all this. If you are a decision maker in the education industry, someone who decides what's best for schools and educational institutions, especially for little kids or kids who learn in special ways, and if tech stuff feels like a big puzzle, don't stress. I'll explain all in really simple terms that anyone in the education industry can understand, with or without knowledge in technology. Ever thought about how those fun educational games or interactive activities that kids love are put together? Well, I'm going to show you how, step by step, in a way that's super easy to follow. No hard, confusing techie words here, just simple, friendly chat and explanations. You'll get to learn how to use technology to make learning way cooler and more fun, even if you don't know much about tech. This podcast is to help you, the educators and the decision makers who run schools and educational institutions, to integrate the best technology in your educational process. It'll make things way better for you and your organization, and most importantly, so much more fun for the kids. Let's start by exploring some of the successes and emerging trends in edtech. It's a sector that has seen rapid growth, especially in the last few years since COVID. We'll look at examples of how technology is not just supplementing but transforming the educational landscape. From AI-driven systems that customize learning to each student's pace, to playful and engaging gamified curriculums, and educational games offering deep immersion. The landscape of gamification is rich with boundless and innovative possibilities. Alongside these developments, there's a big push towards making learning more interactive and hands-on. Imagine classrooms where kids are not just sitting and listening, but actually doing and creating. Tech tools like virtual labs and interactive simulations let kids experiment and explore, just like they would in a real lab or out in the field. This kind of learning is not just more fun, but it helps kids understand things better because they are actively involved. Another trend making waves in edtech is adaptive learning technology. This tech adjusts the difficulty level of lessons based on how well a student is doing. If a student is breezing through math problems, the tech makes them a bit harder. But if they're struggling, it dials back the difficulty. This way, every student gets a learning experience that's just right for them, keeping them challenged but not overwhelmed. It's like having a personal tutor for every student, ensuring they all progress at their own best pace. Besides these innovations, we are seeing a lot of focus on making learning more accessible to everyone. Technology is breaking down barriers, making sure kids with different learning needs are not left out. For example, there are now apps that can read text aloud for students who find reading tough, or apps with sign language for those who are hearing impaired. It is worth mentioning that we recently successfully delivered and published 2 educational games for our clients at Henesys Studio, made for kids with autism or speech disorders. It's like having tools in the classroom that make sure every student, regardless of their challenge, can join in the learning. Also, more and more, teachers are using data and feedback from tech tools to make their teaching even better and more effective. They can see which parts of their lessons students like the most, or where they might be getting stuck. It's like having a roadmap that shows teachers how to keep improving, making sure their classes are as interesting and effective as they can be. Moving further into gamification in EdTech, let's talk about its amazing benefits for teachers, schools, parents, and students. Gamification isn't just about adding fun to learning. It's about using game-like elements to make learning really stick. Think of educational games that are more than just clicking on the right answer. These games are like little adventures, helping students learn in a way that suits them best, keeping them interested and focused. For teachers, using these game-based tools is a big win. It gives them a cool way to teach and check on how well students are understanding things. Teachers can see which parts of the game students do well in, and where they might need more help. It's like having a helper in the classroom, showing teachers how to make lessons better. Schools benefit from gamification too. When learning is fun and interesting, students are more likely to enjoy school and do well. This makes the school a great place for learning. Parents and the community see how well the school is doing, which is good for the school's reputation and growth. Game-based learning also fosters a stronger emotional connection between parents and their children. By engaging with fun educational activities, parents witness firsthand their child's progress and excitement for learning. This shared experience deepens the bond, resulting in joyful, curious kids and deeply satisfied parents who are reassured and delighted by their child's educational journey and learning progress. The best part about gamification is how it helps all kinds of students learn better. Whether a student learns fast or needs more time, game-based learning works for everyone. It's like having a personalized learning path for each student. They get to learn at their own speed, in a way that makes sense to them. In short, gamification in EdTech is awesome for everyone in education. It makes teaching easier, schools better, parents happier, and most importantly, it makes learning the best it can be for every student. In each upcoming episode, I will introduce you to the latest innovations and products in the EdTech sector, with a heavy focus on gamification-based solutions. For instance, I will explain how virtual reality in education is more than a buzzword. It's a gateway to immersive learning experiences. Imagine students taking virtual tours of historical sites or exploring scientific concepts in a 3D environment. The potential here is not just to inform, but to inspire. A key lesson I've learned is that technology in EdTech is a tool to serve the ultimate purpose of creating genuine progress in education, rather than gimmicks or flashy displays. Reflecting on my journey at Henesys Studio, I remember starting out in California, fueled by curiosity and a desire to make a difference. That drive has grown into a mission to create impactful solutions in the EdTech space. Our approach at Henesys Studio is to understand the unique educational challenges our clients face and to address these problems and challenges with bespoke, gamification-based solutions. It's about real impact and genuine solution, not just technological flair and gimmicks. Importantly, I will also give you hands-on advice. How can you fit all these tech tools into your educational offerings? I will talk about strategies, tools, and real stories to give you useful tips. Whether you are new to EdTech or want to make your lessons even better with a new EdTech solution, this podcast is here to help. Think of it as your guide to using technology in teaching. You will get simple and practical steps and ideas that you can start using right away. No jargon, just clear, easy to follow advice that makes educational technology exciting and achievable for everyone. As we conclude our introductory episode, remember that Playful Educator is more than a podcast. It's a journey into the heart of educational innovation. Our goal is to explore, to inform, and to inspire. We are here to delve into the challenges, celebrate the successes, and navigate the ever-evolving landscape of EdTech and gamification together. Thank you for joining me on this exciting new journey. I am Tommy Xu, your host at Playful Educator. Stay tuned for our upcoming episodes where we will explore more of the fascinating world of EdTech and gamification. Until we meet again, stay curious and inspired, and together, let's trailblaze new frontiers in the captivating realm of educational technology and gamification.